It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Five weeks come and gone already, and we're off here in Week 6 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Play stopped by Damone Clark. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
He's going to push one deep down the... He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a 6-0 lead right away. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Now, after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. They've got first down from the 31. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They go play action here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They're set up at the 35 now. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Gets this to Woods. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. Oh, he lost the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
And the first down pass set away by a defender, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
They'll run now on second down. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
There we go, set.
Purdy looking to throw. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He finds Woods. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 43. Finds him over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Broke through the tackle. Moving on into the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now. And that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go.
From the gun is Purdy. He's got a man left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this.
Ready.
Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession.
Let's go now.
They're looking at first down here.
Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Ready.
Now Purdy. Completed over the middle. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here we go, second and very long. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. On third down, Purdy. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Mitchell on the give, headed left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Again, this is Mitchell. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First and 10, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Running right with Mitchell. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Second and 8. Short pass brought in. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Looking for a throw here. Trying for the deep ball. Big gain downfield. And in for the Dallas touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Go!
Purdy setting up that play action. Complete out to the right. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. All set up now for 1st and 10.
Go!
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He throws a bullet deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Giants can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants tie things up at 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. He's going to field this at the 2. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Mitchell up the middle. Up the sideline, past the 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's Mitchell again. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. And it's the Cowboys looking at 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Throwing now on 1st down. That one's complete over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league. many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And we'll have a Cowboys field goal try coming up. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. In his 11th year, still knocking them through. And they've taken back the lead.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Come on, set. Go.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they had that one contained right at the line. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
As a corner in this league, oh, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Back to throw it. He's throwing deep to the left side. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Warrior 70. Bronco. Ready.
He's back to throw. He's trying another one deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Giants 14.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 39. Flush down now to his left. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Down the sideline inside the 30. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Call it a 7-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go, set.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and goal, Purdy. Headed out right. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. The Giants using their first time out, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Here we go. Seven Pirates. Get up.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
4th down, you want the ball in the hands of your biggest and best playmaker. In a lot of offenses, that is the QB. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down in time.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. On the handoff, here's Mitchell. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. Now run. This is Mitchell. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. A give to Mitchell, running left. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. This time it's a passing play. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So we're through 3 here. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. He put everything he had into this one. They did it. He made the interception. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants have some new life in the fourth. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety, and those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
It is caught left side. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, New York! The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Mitchell on the carry. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 29. He's on the move. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll be first down, Dallas. He'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like, you could see that from the booth, this defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball.
Yeah.
A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown, Dallas. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Tight end going in motion here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Escapes the pocket. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Hand off to the back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Another carry for him. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Ready.
From the gun is Purdy. He completes it in traffic. And he gets this forward to the 19.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And their chance at a lead late falls to the wayside.
Kate, he's going to need a lot of support from his teammates after that one because he knows it. Everybody knows it. The game may have rested on that try, and that'll be one that's tough not to dwell on.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. 19 tight. Come on, set. 18, right here. He's dropping back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He'll throw it. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, this is Mitchell. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Mitchell on the give, headed left. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.